Family, what is up? I am Six. Welcome to the Crime Chronicles. Today we are going to talk about prison and the ins and outs, the ups and downs, the trials, tribulations, all that good stuff. Before we get into that, make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and make sure you stay locked in for more content just like this. Today I have brought to talk a topic that is near and dear to my heart. I got Wi-Fi here and I got my dog Billy here that have done time. Both have very different experiences as far as how they did their time, what they went through, and I brought them here to share those experiences because there are, like, jail is a whole world, and like in this day and age, like you have, I'm sure everybody knows somebody that's in jail, going to jail. And like, you need to understand, like, that person is going through some stuff. And like, that could be a time of reflection, of growth, or it can be a time of like spite and change. And during those times, like, you are growing in a bad direction because time is changing, time is passing. So you're shaping in that time. Are you blossoming with knowledge and
what are you molding yourself into? What
are you molding? Like, is spite and all of that stuff going on. So I brought these guys. We're going to talk a little bit about it. Let's see, Wi-Fi. So how many times have you been in prison?
I'm 25 years old. I've been in prison 3 times, brother.
And what was the first time?
The first time I was 17 years old, I only did 18 months to the door.
Okay. At the YO facility, at the
Yes,
youth
sir. Yes, sir.
facility.
A gladiator camp,
Gladiator camp.
aka JIT camp.
Gladiator
brother.
camp. To give like some insight on Gladiator camp, so the officers like operated like a boot camp.
Yes.
Like, all the officers are super strict. They're very loud. They're aggressive. They put their hands on you at whatever instance. It's hard for you to be like, okay, I see how it is around here. I'm just going to be quiet and reserved, and I'm going to do my time. I'm not going to bother anybody. And so that's not going to happen. When you go there, you're going to get touched, or you're going to touch.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
you're finna bump, or you're going to get bumped.
Big facts.
All that. Like, YO camp is crazy. So, like, tell us about some experiences.
Experiences, brother. Wow, it is a very I would describe it a hell on earth for a young man.
Right?
Well, yes, sir. Yeah, man. I seen people get their nuts lit on fire. I seen,
Literally.
I would literally hold a kid down, pull their balls out. I'm talking about to the nut sack with a wick, with a rolled up piece of toilet paper, bro. That's on fire. I seen dudes stick his nuts in a fire ant pile. So yeah, I seen kids.
Because he was told to do that.
There's this one, in fact, others made it do it. Because when you go to prison as a YO, you got 2 choices, brother. You know the choices, right?
What are the choices?
Choices are you either gonna break it off or you're gonna be a warrior. So you're either a jizzle or a warrior. So no in between, my boy. It's either one or the other.
And no in between.
There's no in between. No gray lines.
So you were a feisty jizzle, or like what?
I like it. I love it. Okay.
Like what were you going through?
I just thought of the movie 300. Yeah.
So you were Spartan.
I felt like a Spartan.
This is Sparta.
This is Sparta. Boom! Kicked my baby mama down the hole. Yeah.
You had to bring her in. So how many fights do you think you got in?
60 plus, 100%, over 60 times.
At the gym camp.
At the JIT camp, brother.
100%.
100%, probably more. I broke my hand, bro. I broke my hand 3 times. I broke my pinky 3 times, 3 separate times there. And I was still fighting with a broke hand.
Well, the officers must, get...
Oh, they love it. They love it. They wake up in the morning, crack that monster. They're like, oh, I'm gonna go see some kids beat themselves up.
Yeah, I'm gonna see some jits go at it.
And they be betting too. And they'll set you up too.
Man, I heard they have like little assault teams.
Yes.
They got like they legits that they got a crew
Yes,
and they'll
the
put
Lagoon
them
Squad.
on you. They Lagoon Squad. Yeah, it's crazy in there.
It's wild.
How long you have to do in there?
Well, see, brother, my first bid, I only did 18 months. So I was only in JIT camp for a little while until I got my YO snatched. See, it's called a youthful offender. That's when when you're young and you get sentenced to state prison, you can use your youthful offender. So you can not have to go with the adults. So you can stay in a youthful camp. But it's even worse. I'd rather be with the adults, because there's no respect. There's none of that. It's just you're fighting. Everyone's just gravitating towards who's, you know what I'm saying? It is absolutely ridiculous. And, I got somewhat of a good head on my shoulders. So it was just, I just really wasn't, I was rocking out, but I knew I was better than that. So, so whenever the situation happened where, dude got pulled up and I got my YO snatched and I got sent to adult camp at the ripe age of 19. Oh, I thought it was a curse, but it was a blessing, brother. I walked into the dorm. I crossed City Correctional Institution. I looked to my left, dude on the phone. I looked to my right, dude smoking a cigarette. I looked straight away, dude's getting tatted up.
Yeah.
And I had a blast. Not a blast, but it was just a lot better environment. It was still very tense, still very hostile, but when it's just kids, you just gotta think about it. You got a whole bunch of 18-year-old kids in a dorm with nothing. All y'all are just there, just fighting all day long. It sucks. But yeah,
Had to do that.
had to do that.
And what you went through, Billy?
My experience was a little different at first. So, I was classified as a YO2. I ended up doing 6 years. And through that, since I went in, I had a girl lied about her age. Long story short, thought she was one age. She really wasn't. Shit happens. I owned it and did what I had to do. But at first, I was really green. What they call it, really green.
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend at home still that was trying to ride with me through this whole thing. We got matching tattoos and everything and all that kind of nonsense.
God.
It was bad. It was bad.
God.
And so I went in there. I wanted to talk to her still and shit. They tried to get me to fight. I kept telling them no, get the fuck away from me, stay away from me. And one night they woke me up like 2-3 o'clock in the morning and said, "Look, you're gonna fight, or this is what's gonna happen." So I got up and I fought. And they still, when the first time I hit the window, got canteen, they still went and tried to snatch my bag and try to take my shit.
Interesting.
And they did. So like I had a really different experience at first. So when I got transferred from Lake Butler, 'cause this all happened at Lake Butler, at the reception center there, I changed my whole perspective and how I did and went through things. And it was real different at Lake City. That's where I did my 4 years as a YO before they snatched and I aged out.
Good God, in Lake City.
Yeah, it was a little different at first, but at the end of the day, at first I was told it would be better to lie about why I went to prison and say it was for my burglaries that I had got charged with first, because either way the burglaries are on there.
Okay.
So it's not like they're not.
No.
So did
so
that.
omitting some stuff.
Yeah, so
Hold a little bit back.
I just held a little bit back.
Understood.
Yeah.
You was young.
So they found out that that's really what I went to prison for, is a SO, and they checked me on it. I owned up about it, and not really many people had an issue with it. When I explained what happened and gave them the rundown, people understand. So the girls lie, and there really wasn't that big of an age difference with me being 20. So at the end of the day, it is what it is.
So you were 20 and she was
15.
And how long were you guys?
So I only met her that day. It was just out at a bonfire
You
party.
cracked that same day.
Didn't even do that.
Oh.
Didn't even do that.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
she's just she said that I forced myself, fingered her. Yeah.
Oh man, bro.
And then had one of her friends co-sign it. I did a lie detector test and everything, but Florida, you can't use those in Florida. They're not admissible.
Are you shitting me, bro?
Swear to God.
That's crazy.
Man, it's
So-
crazy. So like doing time with like that type of stigma.
Yeah,
Like,
that's very hard.
It's especially being white with that kind
oh
of stigma.
man, yeah, I know.
And
you
I went to
so-
prison for reference 135 pounds soaking wet. I'm only 160 now. I just weighed myself today.
Yeah, I'm only 145 right now.
So to give you guys like an overview, it is like the movies where there's this like jailhouse principal and like all the words that you can't say on YouTube that you got to bleep out. Those are the things that are like no-nos amongst all the bad guys. You know, the forcibly doing stuff to women, the young stuff, like all of those things.
Yeah, there are rules and regulations.
Yeah, it's like there's like this code.
Moral regulations.
Basically,
too.
what they say is, "I will see none." That's a commentary that he sees none.
Oh, yeah, he see none.
No phone privileges. You know, any canteen.
They definitely they definitely exploit people.
Definitely do that
with those kind of charges.
Yes,
definitely. And you're frowned on.
Yeah, and thankfully for me,
rare cases where
you
you
have to go through much of that at all.
Because I think there's a difference between like we find out and you've been saying that you're here for
exactly just being that open and honest, transparent person, being like, look, this is who I am, this is what happened.
So I'm gonna tell you about some like my worst experience, like in jail. My worst experience was being transferred, and I was in what was I? Calhoun or somewhere up there, Calhoun or Liberty. Like all of it runs together. I've been to like really, but anyway, so I had to come to Tampa and fight some type of case, and that's probably like a 6-7 hour drive. It took 3 days. And it was 3 days, not like a journey, where it was 3 days where I was into the DOC transit system. We went to maybe 20 camps.
Jeez Louise, brother.
All in the state of Florida and one in Georgia.
Oh brother. Gosh.
So we went from, when they picked me up, they were just transferring.
Shackled up, right?
This guy's going for, oh yes. And it was shackled up in the back of like the ice cream truck.
Oh, paddy wagon, brother.
That paddy wagon, that's all stainless steel. Like my buns were
on fire.
Cooked. So we went from, and so they're not just taking me to Tampa, they're transporting. So we went from here, and it was still going up when they picked me up. So they still had to go up. And up, we're the last one up here, guys. So we'll be heading back down. That was false.
False.
Hope, because we went down, up, down, around, and it was torture. We went to this one county jail in the Panhandle that was so small. It was 39 people. It was max occupancy at that, and there were people sleeping in the day room. I slept on the day room table. I just put my mattress up there. It was so like compact that like people were yelling out the window at people that would drive up and just park in the parking lot. And like one of the conversations was, I was trying to call you. And he was like, I've been here all day. I've been trying, like that's how they're talking. Literally the guards were named like Miss and whatever the first name was.
Wow.
When they took us in there, an inmate took the key. They had those old fashioned big metal keys.
Yeah. He
took that out of the lock and walked it downstairs and was like, Miss Sarah, you left the damn keys again.
I've been deuces.
It was crazy. It was so small. They didn't have like a chow hall. The restaurant next door made their food. It was the best jailhouse food. I would have went to that restaurant to eat. It was like this meatloaf thing with this mashed potatoes and like
with the gravy.
Yep.
With the gravy.
A little plastic thing of gravy.
Okay.
They had this little, what are those pound cakes? The little vanilla-y cake that you could bend with a spoon. It was just delicious.
Yes.
I was fingered. Someone ate half their stuff and I ate the rest, and I never do that.
Straight up.
I never
do that.
I'm not a you're gonna eat that type of motherfucker.
Yeah.
If you don't trash it, I'll smash it.
Yep. And like that was the craziest. By the time we got to Tampa, like I was kicking on the door and like being a dickhead.
Yeah.
And like rocking it. So like when they brought us out, they knew who I was. And and like they were going to put their hands on me, like it was official, but I was boiled to the point where I was ready for that, and I needed to let go some steam anyway. Hopefully, those two are in the mix of all of this. And this lady that is now a sergeant at Orient Road, she Sergeant Hazel.
No way, Miss Hazel. I know Miss Hazel, the black lady.
Yeah, she is like a bitch.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She's
100% cunt.
She saved me.
Oh wow, good.
Like when they brought everybody out, 2 officers held me back. They put them in, processed them. Then we went to come in, and that's when Miss Hazel, because she wasn't even a sergeant back then.
Wow.
She was a transport officer.
Wow.
So she was transporting people, and like in the mix of doing that, like she must have talked to other officers. They let her female go, and Miss Hazel came up to me and what you got these folks all riled up for? And I remembered her from transporting me to court.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Miss Hazel, such, and I told her what happened. I've been in this for 3 days. I've been traveling for 4 hours, and we didn't even have any drink.
Oh
they gave
man.
us sandwiches, no drink, and I had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And we went to 2 stops and wasn't allowed out the thing while we waited and had to go to the bathroom, and I was thirsty. So I was a little irate, and I told her that, and I guess by the way how I talk or whatever, she kind of took my side. She escorted me in, and like they went to processing, and like the officers were like, put him over there. She was like, no, where's Corporal such and such? So she kind of stayed and held on to me until her friend, Corporal whoever, came from wherever he was, and they spoke, and then he put me in, a closer holding cell. I'm assuming that a holding cell that had a camera that couldn't be manipulated.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because they put me up in there. They talked for a while, and like the dude was like looking at me, and he left like, you lucky. I also put my hands on you. That was probably like my worst thing. Sergeant Hazel like got my kind of respect for that.
Yes.
Fast forward, like she's a whole bitch.
Yes.
She remembers that though. We spoke last time. She remembers that. She put me in the holding cell and everything. She's nasty.
She's nasty.
But like she didn't want me to get mollywopped. So, and there's a lot of that happening. Like people don't realize that police brutality and all of that. Like remember about 10 years ago, there was like this thing where like everything was getting caught on people's cell phones, police doing stuff and all that.
That's why they all have body cameras now.
Yeah, so that was before the body cam, so they started influxing all the I got a newsflash for you. So all of that stuff has been happening.
Yo, yes.
People are just starting to catch it on camera. And then because of that, cameras in the jails now and the prisons now, because people are like, oh, why is there this influx of violence? No, you guys are just seeing what's going on.
Just the tip of the iceberg too. It gets so bad. It's so bad. It is so
in
bad.
In prison, where like it's like you're the modern day slave, because like they force you to do stuff.
Yeah.
And
I think it's the Fifth Amendment in the Constitution. Matter of fact, is when you do get incarcerated, you are actually a slave. It's in the Constitution. It's in the Constitution, brother. I'll look it up for you real quick.
No.
Okay.
There's no like slaves is illegal in this country, but you do lose certain rights and privileges.
Brother, when you are in DOC, you have absolutely no human rights while you're incarcerated. That's why they are. I promise you can look it up.
So that's not correct.
No.
You have a right as a human.
Yeah, of course.
Like you have basic rights, especially in this country.
Food, water, shelter.
And because how this country is built, like that's why they have grievances set up. Even though the grievance is flawed in there.
Very flawed, brother.
But that's to show you that you have rights and privileges in this country.
Well, yeah.
Other countries, they don't even have a word for grievances.
You're right, brother. You're right.
In China, you're fed once a day.
A little bowl of rice.
Yep. Whatever their nourishment is.
Soup and stuff. Nothing.
Your family is in charge or to supply you with food.
Wow.
And in other countries, it's a lot crazier than what it is here. So there are rights.
Oh, we are blessed being in America, brother.
We are.
I'm blessed.
Yeah,
we are.
We do have rights, but like in these prison systems, they stomp them. because the lieutenants that's in charge of stuff, they were up the ranks. It's the good old boy system. He used to be a CO and a sergeant. So he's been pooped on and all of that by inmates.
Yeah, everybody really.
So it's bad. Like, they do not mind doing something.
It is so corrupt. It is so corrupt in such a deep level that I don't even know if you can even pull the root out of it, because it runs rampant, brother. And it's also, a lot of these correctional officers are, generational. They've been there forever, man. And they're the ones bringing everything in.
Because it's weird, because like a lot of the prisons are in the Panhandle.
Or somewhere where it's so hard to access. Who's gonna come save you? So you had this little compound, legitimately, brother, in the middle of absolutely Egypt, where you are so far away from civilization. So when these things are happening, who's really coming? You can get on the phone, but sometimes they cut the phone off on you. They put you in confinement. I know I got abused really bad by the police when I was at Marion Correctional Institution. It's actually a very crazy story. You want to hear it real quick?
I do.
Okay, brother. Well, I was 20 years old, brother, at the time. And I'm on this is my second bid. I'm now doing 3 years. I'm doing 3 years for my second bid. I was only out like 4 months from getting released from my first bid. Remember, from 17 and 19, I was out a couple months. I turned 20. Right when I turned 20, I went to prison for the 3-year bid. Now I'm on my second bid. I'm at Marion Correctional Institution. And I'll never forget it. His name is Lieutenant Knox, 6'4", white boy, blue eyes, big beard. He was a lieutenant at the work camp. So I'm at the work camp, and I got a girlfriend at the time. And she's 21, I'm 20. So you know how 20-year-olds, how we argue. So me and her are in a heated argument. At this time I got a phone, so I don't even know why I'm on the wall phone, but I'm on the wall phone just piped out because it's like Saturday night, and we got late night. So boom, so we're arguing on the phone, say some words back and forth, and they listen to everything. They listen to absolutely everything. So with that being said, I already knew it was being listened to, but I didn't know that they cared. They cared about this conversation though. So the next day, I'm rolling up a cigarette, and I hear, "Provenzano, come here." And it's a sergeant walking out the bubble, and I'm rolling up a cigarette on my homeboy's bed. So I'm like, oh my God. I drop this cigarette, kick it up under the bed, and I'm like, "What's up, big dog?" He's like, come with me. So I get up, and he takes me to the lieutenant's office, the OIC office. So I walk in. So imagine it's just a room with an office or like a little desk right in the back. He's sitting right there. There's a fat redhead sergeant sitting right here, and then the old white dude with white hair that came and got me, and he's sitting right here, brother. So I walk in. He says, "Oh, so you like bullying women, huh?" I said, "Sir, I'm like 125, soaking wet right now. Who do I bully?" He's like, "Oh, he said you like bullying." I said, "Who do I bully, sir? Everyone likes me at the time. My name's Wi-Fi, baby. So I got fresh Reeboks on. I got 4 gold chains with the Gucci glasses, fresh little taper, fresh blues. You know what I'm saying? I look out for everyone at the time." I said, "I get a pack of cigarettes, and I'll chub it out, and I'll hand it out. Hey, you don't got no money? Hey, here's a smoke, bro. Hang out. Oh, you don't got a suit? Hey, here's a suit, bro. Hang out." I was very liked at this camp because I was there for a little while. So boom, I said, "Who did I bully, sir?" He says, "Oh, you like bullying women." I said, no. He said, "You like bullying women. I was listening to your conversation, and you don't talk to women like that." I'm like, "Listen, man, she's 21, I'm 20, man. That's how we talk to each other. That's my girlfriend. At least I thought she was my girlfriend." We'll get into that conversation later.
Right.
We all know about that.
Right.
So he says, "Step out my office." Mind you, I got some dope in my gym shorts. I hope I don't get caught with the dope, because I'm gonna go to jail. When I say jail, when you're in prison, think about the prison yard as
the world.
The world, brother. And then confinement is
jail.
So I don't want to go to jail. So, I'm like, damn, I gotta tuck my gym shorts. They say, "Come back in." So as I come back into the door, he's standing on the side of the door. As I walk in, he clotheslines me. I'm talking about clotheslines me. Boom! I'm talking about, as I'm walking in, boom! Hits me so hard, brother. Mind you, he's 6'4", so this motherfucker is boom! And I literally takes me off my feet, bro, and I land on my back. Boom. I land on my back. And mind you, this fat redhead's watching the whole thing in this ugly ass old white dude watching the whole thing too. They're just sitting there laughing like it's a joke. Dude, I'm 20 years old, dude. So I get on the ground, he gets on top of me, puts his knees on me, starts just nailing me in my ribs. Cause I mean, I'm protecting my face, you know what I'm saying? Worst fear is losing a tooth. I seen a kid get his tooth knocked out and it sounded like a quarter. Ding, ding, ding. I said, oh my God. And he had big teeth. So it was so bad. He's devastating. One of my biggest fears was losing a tooth in prison. Thank God. So I'm protecting my face and he's just giving me straight rib shots. He's like, I'm protecting my face. He's like, boom. He's like, you're not gonna bother nobody. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Captain, save a hoe, man. Don't worry about yourself. He's boom. He's nailing me, right? So then I try to cover up my ribs. So then he starts punching me and stuff, man. He gets off me. And I'm like, he's like, hit me, motherfucker. He's like, hit me, motherfucker. I'm gonna give you 5 years. I'll make sure you get 5 years. I'm like, oh man, dude, you're not even worth my time. I'm like, bro, you're lame. I'm like, dude, you're lame for that, dude. You know I can't hit you like faggot. Sorry, I didn't mean to use that reference. I'm like, dude, you're lame. Why you give me a fair one-on-one and then we can call it a day? But you wanna clothesline me, buddy? And you're way bigger than me.
Catch you off guard.
Catch me off guard. You wanna tee up on me? All right, so cool. Long story short, he fractured my rib. He knew what he was doing, not hit me in my face, but in my ribs. So they put me in confinement. And
what were you written up for?
I was written up for verbal threats, which was complete bullshit.
60 days.
60 days. Matter of fact,
60 all.
60 to the door, brother. And they transferred me from Marion to Gulf Correctional Institution on a negative transfer. I got beat up and they negative transferred me to Gulf. I don't know if anybody knows about Gulf, but you know.
I do. I was at Gulf.
Yeah, so you know.
I was at Gulf and at Gulf Annex.
Yes, so you know, trenches. That's one of the worst camps in the state of Florida. Up in the Panhandle, baby. We will hit you, Florida.
We will hit you.
We will hit you. Yeah, you know, man. You know something, man.
We will hit you, Florida.
They said we will hit you. And guess what? They mean
and
business.
it's crazy because like while I was in there, I was on some stuff where like, man, I gotta tell the world about this stuff. Man, y'all treat us like, you know, I wouldn't even say dogs.
Worse than dogs.
Yeah, because there's some dogs that eat well there, you know, outside but it's bad. And it's like I've experienced what slavery must have felt like. Because like you are not human. And like you can see written all over their face that like they enjoy what they do.
They love it.
They never have days off. Like you know, Monday, you know, Miss Williams is gonna be here. Miss Williams not gonna miss a day. She's always here on her shift. Yeah. Because them people, it's like this horrible cycle. Like they put the prisons in these country towns that have nothing going on but Walmart, Circle K, and Betty Barnes. Mm-hmm. So they put this place where you can, high school diploma, you can come in and work. So now you have a low skilled,
halfway retarded.
Well, let's just say person.
Yeah.
And they can apply. What if you're a weak person?
Yeah.
And then like, you know, you're sheltered. You haven't been out the country much. And now you get exposed to all these cats.
Psychological warfare, guerrilla monsters that will completely turn someone out. I
don't even think that they have like psychological warfare because they're not that smart. I think that they have power over people that they're intimidated of.
No, I'm saying the inmates. The inmates are so psychological souped up. Like they are so smart, brother. And for someone that is sheltered and that has not experienced a lot of things, they get eaten alive in prison.
Well, I think that they're intimidated. Yes. I think officers like they see cats with gold teeth. They know what that represents. They know you must have been a drug dealer or you was big bad, wasn't you? Like they're going through your locker on these locker searches on a whim. They can just look down and be like, I don't know, I want to search that. And they see your pictures and you got a nice car and you got a nice girl.
A correctional officer stole my girl's number and started talking to one of my exes in county jail. You know that? Went through my things.
That's not the first time I've heard that happen.
Stole my girl. Stole my girl. The dude that worked in the pod. Crazy, huh, brother?
It's crazy.
Disgusting.
And like, there's no, who would he grieve? Like, who is he going to write up? And then if you write the grievance, you kind of fear retribution.
Yeah. Oh yes. Oh my. Oh,
Like,
yes.
and it won't be him. It's his homeboy.
Yep.
That he drink with, ride with, whatever. Man, Wi-Fi in y'all doing? Yeah, make sure he goes to confinement.
Yep.
And all he has to do is say that he's gunning,
Yep.
which is,
Sniper.
sniping. Guys will see female officers and they, whip out they stuff on them
weenie.
and do their thing. That's kind of a bad offense there. So
Very
you have
bad
to do
offense.
60 days in the box. They take all your game time and you've got this label on you. So they'll just make that up and send you to the box for your homeboy. He can't put a grievance on. He's got a problem with, Officer Joe. Joe's son is homeboy. The lieutenant, all of them know it's going down like that, but they not finna.
No.
It's about their co-workers. It's their brothers. And it's a game that you can't win.
Ever.
Billy.
Yes, sir.
Billy.
I mean, why? So I'm gonna ask you this.
Yeah.
Because I moved into a dorm, and we spoke about like how that SO stigma is looked at.
Yeah.
I've always had that. I was that guy that, do anything but this, that, and the third, or however have you. But in all honesty, like in that type of situation, like I've been older and dated down like that. I've been that age and dated, not dated, but, jump offs or whatever. I don't want to get into that. What I want to get into is like the thing of it. Like, so being that and having because like I was about to say, like I had a roommate. I moved into this dorm, not open bay, but the
Cells. T-bill. Yeah. I like them. I like those.
Me too. So my custody had raised because all I do is fraud back then. And so my custody was always low. But since I get DRs written up all the time, so my custody rate, my housing unit custody rate. So I go to these T-builders, which are 2-man cells. I happen to go to this one, the end cell at the bottom. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm walking to it. I got blessed.
I'm blessed.
It was this guy that worked in Pride, this white dude.
Yeah.
And he was a tall guy. He was Aryan Nation or whatever. And I don't have no problem with none of that stuff. Whatever you do is whatever you do.
Whatever floats your boat.
But he was a child stuff. And it was verifiable. So like,
It's crazy that they let him be all those things. Nowadays you can't have that charge and be in Pride, and those people won't even talk to you.
So yeah, I don't. When I did it, so when I was doing time, so somebody brought that to me, and I'm like, well, I'm not willing.
And this was your monkey, huh?
Yeah. So I mean, this was day one.
Yeah.
Like I moved in before lunch, and then that after lunch yard open. I was on the yard, and just my people were kind of, hey man, this is what's going on in that dorm. So I'm like, well, I'll move out. I don't have a problem. That's his house. And I'm not the pod champion. I'm not finna jump on this cat. I don't like what he stands for. I don't mind moving. But Buddy was rich. Like his locker, and I think he had like a little OCD in him, because the cell was unusually clean, but his locker was not only packed with goodies, like back then they sold Copenhagen.
No way.
Yep. We sold Rips, which was like the top tobacco.
Yeah.
So they sold.
Damn, I wish I went to prison at that time, brother.
No, you don't. Don't say that stuff.
No, I'm saying.
But listen, so he had, and since he had money, he bought the Copenhagen by the sleeve.
Oh, what a baller.
So he had a sleeve of Copenhagen. He had the tuna fish packets. So he had about like 20 of those just lined up. And like his cosmetics everything was OCD, neatly, compactly stored in here, along with his legal papers and all of that to fit in those big bins,
Yes.
those metal lockers. And I saw his paperwork, and it was what it was. So I was like, well, I'm not going to beat him up or participate in that, because him being like a pride worker and this, I'm positive he's going to tell.
100%.
I'm
Can't lose a job.
And I don't want to go through all of that, but I will take part in some stuff. So what I did in that morning, I switched and put my lock on his lock.
Yes.
So when he woke up, breakfast and all that, he showered, pooped, shaved, and locked the lock. He's on his way to Pride. So when he comes back, like, I took everything.
Wait, and cleared it?
Nope. I took everything and like left him with like the state issued boxers that he had.
That's real. At least that's real.
And it wasn't even like the new ones, because the new ones that he had bought took those. And I had his paperwork out there.
No play.
And because I read the paperwork, like I knew exactly what
You
it
knew
was.
the
I wasn't
details.
assuming. I didn't hear this from, so I cleared all that. So when he came back, and I mean, like all the bitch came out of him. He was super, like, you know, because someone took my, man, who did it, such and such, and all that. I was like, listen, I don't even know. But like the look I had on my face, so I had already moved his bed and stuff to the top bunk.
Right.
I was at the bottom bunk. Like it was implied
Oh yeah, this is
that
what it is.
I had something to do with it.
Facts.
The whole room is switched. I'm now the boss of this room and all that. Listen, I don't know what's going on. And like he's talking to me and said, you know, I'm giving this look. I got on these New Balance,
Yeah.
laced up. They're not basketball laced up. They wore.
Oh, yeah, they wore ready.
Yep.
300 Spartan
and
ready.
I'm looking you in the eye while I'm telling. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. He know I don't go to lunch.
Dead ass serious.
Yep. He know I don't go to meals. I'm the guy who pays the kitchen workers to bring back some stuff.
Yeah.
Bake that chicken, you know, and I dice it up, put it in a little soup. So that's the only kind of thing that I dealt with. And I know that like how I felt about stuff. But like looking at like your case and looking at that, you know, I understand it. If I was in D dorm and you in F dorm and we're walking by, or we're in the yard and all of that, and people are just talking, they're not giving specifics of the case.
Yeah.
And it's like telephone, and it always gets like,
The message always gets jarbled at the end of it.
Yep.
So I can imagine it was rough.
It was a little bit, but
I bet it was.
honestly, like, it really could have been so much worse. Since I went to Lake City for 4 years, like I said, it was a little bad at first, and then I got into the honor dorm, and I did HVAC and got my HVAC certification.
Respect.
And I just stayed busy with jobs after that, because once you got that, they want you to work maintenance, they want you to do everything. So, you know, I was there for COVID and everything. I did like a year and a half. They did not let anybody out of that cell for the most part. It was all 2-man cells, the entire prison. And since I worked maintenance, though, I was able to go and still fix stuff. I ended up being in the kitchen, being able to work like that, anything to stay out of the cell. And it being that one of the regular guards got promoted all the way to a lieutenant the 4 years that I was there. So never forget this man, Lieutenant Woods. One of the funniest things I ever did to this guy that made him just absolutely love me. So no matter what, if anything happened, like I'm gonna go Lieutenant Woods. I used to hang out, watch YouTube videos in his office with him overnight. Like everyone's locked down in their cell. I'm the overnight janitor, and I'm just sitting there.
Oh yeah, you was plugging in.
I'm just sitting there. I'm eating food with them.
Plugged in white
They
boy.
fucking
Yes,
just hanging out type shit.
Sweet.
I'm the
Trapping in
one.
there?
I'm the one buffing all the floors. They really didn't have much.
What camp were you at?
Lake City.
Yeah, in J Camp,
Right next to Columbia.
In J Camp, brother, we didn't. You gotta think about it. It's just a whole bunch of kids. They don't got no motion.
Yeah, and the one because all the guards think they're gonna tell.
Yeah,
they don't trust none of them.
So we barely.
none of them.
We'll be picking up cigarette butts when the police try to drop them or something. Or we have like 3 pen tubes taped together with like 3 paper clips that look like a little spear, and then there's like a little pole at the police would put their cigarette butts down. Then we'll try to like stab a cigarette butt and bring it out. And then sometimes the police will pour bleach down the hole. So like
See, now Lake City was a private camp though.
Yeah, facts.
So
Lake City
everything there was
private.
cheap for commissary too. I had
yeah,
like
I
my,
wish
my-
I went there, dude.
I still had good friends. I had 3 different people putting money on 3 different people's accounts. I was hitting for $300-400 a week.
Y'all had cigarettes there?
No cigarettes, nothing like that.
No, not selling, but like
when they bring
could
it in.
could you buy cigarettes illegally?
Not really. Every now and then. Like they had cigarettes and stuff like decent. Like they ended up getting a lot of K2 paper dope as they call it in there.
That was very
That was really prevalent.
very prevalent.
So that was readily available.
Readily available.
Usually there was like a while like that there wasn't much, but they started bringing everything through legal mail and everything when they stopped
Paper dope.
all
Paper
the birthday
dope really
cards and
started.
everything used to come on birthday cards, holiday cards, anniversary cards, postcards.
And a little piece of
All
paper.
that kind of stuff.
I'm talking about.
So we were getting it in. I used to sell it.
Yeah.
The Tunchi
Yeah.
Tunchi man.
The Tunchi man.
And so I got plugged in. Weirdly, I went to confinement, and my roommate was like the plug, and I didn't know. Kind of nobody really knew.
Yeah.
But that's how this cat moved, and that's how I moved.
Right.
But I was never interested in being that type of. So I just had stores.
Right.
I got on
Oh,
this
you're the
side.
store man.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good hustle.
I called it the Caucasian corner because I don't be with no BS.
Facts.
I've heard cats say get money in, and cats approach them. Man, you owe me such a. Oh no, this is my mama money. I don't pay nobody with my mama money. Bro.
What? Bro, I got it.
You know how you know how Caucasians do? They get their money and will find you. Hey bro, I got that, and what am I gonna do with that? Put it on my bed, bro. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Because next time
what
they're
you
gonna
did.
want that. They're gonna want that loan again.
And
And they know the only way to get it is if they pay.
he know it. I know it. He know that I know it.
Niggas would have taken.
Your money order that you got.
Yeah.
We both know you owe all of that out.
Yep.
You probably got a meal or two for the weekend,
Yep.
and you'll be back at me Monday. But like the difference in clients, like one understands that, the other one is like about some gaming stuff.
Yep.
So they gonna try to do this, that. Well, I ain't gonna pay this out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip it,
Yeah.
and then I'm
Get
gonna
them an
pay,
itch, take 'em out.
then I'm gonna prioritize who I pay and all of that. So that's why I had a specific. But anyway, I go to confinement. The plugs in confinement, we get kind of cool. We talking about money and credit.
Same cell.
Same cell. And so I'm like, bro, since we're both in Tampa, my people I ain't got his cash app here. My people can pull up. So I started being the plug. I sampled that stuff. And by sample, I think I was smoking.
I didn't go, brother.
I gooped out. But like I was on
plenty of stories.
I was on it for about a month. And this was like, I say a month, like on the weekend. Like Friday night, we got the late night.
Weekend warrior.
Yeah, so we got the, and I got it.
Yeah.
But like, I was scared of it.
Yeah.
So
Good duh.
every Friday night I do it. And then the next Friday night I did that Friday. It was Friday and Saturday. That next weekend it was Friday, and then Saturday afternoon I was on it. Like I'm ready to. I was still a baby with it. I'm still.
Hit a couple times,
Yeah.
put it out.
And then that's me.
Yeah.
But I roll enough for the crew, and we'll kind of burn it, and then we'll go gamble.
Yeah.
So master roster count, which is the big count, but it's laid back because it's the weekend.
Yep.
The Chicos is in the bathroom smoking their stuff, and they had like some shit from Venezuela, like that. It was hitting. So hey Six, come hit this. So I hit it. The first hit. Oh, this that man. They're counting on the other side.
Yeah.
We're just running to the bathroom, doing a little 1-2,
Yeah.
and we're gonna sit in this master roster count, chill out with it, and then come back up. But it's a super cool shit. I hit it. That's the second hit. So now I'm finna go. My dumb ass, let me hit me another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the way out.
I don't.
And I hand it. I'm in the back of the bathroom, my last stall, the fan.
Double top.
I'm walking. A good 10 steps in, I'm still in the bathroom. I'm like, oh, this is a monster shit. Let me get a drink of water. That's another 10 steps, guys. By that water fountain, me getting the water, like I know I'm in trouble.
Oh God.
I'm higher than I've ever been in my life. I had a single bunk in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
So
Wide open.
Right. So luckily, I make it to the bunk. I sit down. And I can hear them coming in. kinda. But like my head is kinda, I'm at the point where like, I need to just kind of sit down. Let me take a break. And that's all I remember. Like they say, I was gooking, duking, I'm fishtail.
You were pumping with it? Yes, sir.
And like I snapped out, and when I snapped, when I came kind of to, sergeants were there. There was like 4 officers there.
I know you were so embarrassed.
2 nurses there. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck? And I pass out again.
Oh, you were
I
in
black
shock.
out.
He was in shock 6.
When I come back to, I'm on a stretcher. But I'm still in the dorm. And I heard, bitch, he dead. So I do the NFL thing. I put my little so like I'm expecting like this applause. I hear like almost disappointment. And that nigga ain't dead. So I go out, like the fresh, cold, crisp air helped
Rejuvenate.
What camp were you at,
It
brother?
was almost like an ecstasy kind of. It kind of helped get me sober. I told him I had seizures. I got out of that.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
But that was
Nice. That was it.
because I had no like.
Yeah,
Burn
no
marks, yeah.
brown
Yeah,
fingers.
brown fingers.
I was the guy, so I never smoked to the end. I would always
Facts.
go back with somebody that.
Oh, yeah, you was a player. You was a player then.
Yeah.
You was definitely a player.
So that was probably like my craziest experience. That was my last time smoking. So I have never smoked again. I still kind of moved it and stuff, but like that stuff was crazy. We used to see cats go on episode, like do weird stuff.
Yeah,
I've seen a man turn into a gorilla for real. For real, straight animal like gorilla, like it was funny.
I seen a
It
dude
was
throw
really
up,
funny.
climb to
That
his
was
bunk,
at
jump.
that was
and-
at Polk.
Oh, I put yeah.
That was
I
at
probably seen
Polk,
it there.
where he turned into a gorilla.
I saw a dude, a black guy, super cool, but he was like a chill cat, and like he was buff, like defined and buff with it. So, and he used to do him a little K2. He got on this thing where he was like angry and shit. So the officers was coming. Whatever his superpower was, it was to moon you. So like he was and he was doing this, and he'll turn and he'll smut black butt, and then he'll pull it up this fast, and he'll go through his tongue. I ain't no in the middle of the sentence. Smut black butt.
No.
So, and he was like a darker skinned dude. He was directly.
Such a nonchalant mooner.
He was just it was like an action. It was a thing. It was his weapon at
It was
that
a secret-
time.
it was a
He
secret
would
weapon.
he would turn kind of smut black butt, and then and he's doing that to the sergeants and
That's
stuff.
awesome. That is
Yeah, that
that's
was
amazing.
he was gooking, but that stuff was crazy.
Funny story about Gookin. I'm at J camp. I'm at Sumter. We just got some Tunchi in. It was some black stuff. Mind you, we put 4 little tiny little specks in a piece of paper and roll it up. And there's this kid. He was a GD, right? So he was supposed to be a gangster, right? This kid hit the blunt twice. Hit the stick twice. Walked to the picnic table, stood on top of the picnic table, and started twerking in front of everybody. This GD, this gang member, hit the Tunchi at the correctional institution, JIT camp,
And threw it back
and
for
started
everybody
throwing
to
it back.
see.
And started throwing it back and started twerking. Talking about did it splitting off and started like twerking, throwing it back.
You think he was a cheerleader growing up?
I don't know, man. He's messed up in the head, bro.
Oh,
But he ain't never heard of it. Yeah.
Prison is crazy, but like when I look back at like some of the like jail times, like I met some solid people.
Yes.
I had some like solid conversations with people, like it's because you're in like almost like your best state, really. Like if you take apart like you're in prison, like your body has nothing but like nutrients in it, because that nasty ass fucking chow hall food has nutrition in it. It has no flavor in it, but there's some boiled down vitamins in there and some tasteless iron in there. And it's probably the best that 99% of that population has eaten in a long time. I know it was for me. I was eating fried food, you still do fried chicken, fried fast food. So you're healthy. Your brain's not going through the battery of drugs you're throwing in your, so all your synapses are firing.
No facts. Right?
And like you meet some people and you talk to some cats, and like you've been around this person and this person's been around you, and he sees like the raw you. You got
Raw.
both y'all guys got the same outfit on, so it ain't
You're in there 24 hours
ain't no
together.
polo, no gold. I ain't drunk or high, and you're in there 20. So you make some bonds in there and stuff. So I had some good moments and some good times. It has shaped me into like an animal that I am now. Like, I've always been a hunter. Like we talked about, me and Billy talked about, I've always been a cat that hunts.
Wait, in real life?
Well, not literally.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro.
But just like in life. But yeah, but like in life.
You're a hunter. You are a getter. You're a go-getter.
Yes.
Yes.
Like I don't believe in hopeful stuff. I like to go get whatever it is that,
Understood.
and I think prison has refined that. Like, especially being around a lot of other hunters that aren't really sharp. Like, intelligence isn't a big thing in there.
At all. Common sense is not common.
Nope, but heart is. And being courageous and bold and aggressive, that stuff takes marks.
Yes.
And so I was around like a lot of different things, and I took whatever it is that I could take out of that type of environment. Like I used to look like a genius in there. And like I was the guy that everyone went to settle arguments. Like Google.
Frequently.
And it doesn't matter what I'm doing, gambling, man, tell them what name them and really I don't know. But I know that if I don't give them some type of expert yes or no, or 3 or 4, it's gonna prolong the argument. So I just give, but like there's not a lot. People think I'm smarter than I'm not. It's just that I'm not as crazy as everyone else here. But like it's been some dope people in there, some really ingenuitive, smart people in there.
Oh God, yes, you're so right, Six.
A warden. I was in Rikers Island, and back then.
Are you shitting me? Rikers Island, bro?
Yeah, that's like our county jail up there, but it's just huge.
I heard so much crazy stuff.
Yeah. Whatever you think you went through, that was in the holding cells. Like they get crazy, but like the warden. So how they did is when like there's new staff or whatever, the rooks come through, the warden would walk through. And at this time, the warden was bringing this little crew through. And like they were in this line and the warden was kind of talking to him. And he was talking about like never underestimate inmates and all of that. And these guys are smart, such and such. And he brought up like tattoos. And he was like, they have tattoo guns? And he was like, yep, they make them out of these radios and such. And he was like, well, he said, so time out. So never ask how inmates do stuff. I'll never forget this little speech he gave him. He says, if you put an inmate in a gun tower across the yard with a cigarette, and you put this inmate over here with a match, and you go to lunch, you come back, both those inmates will be smoking.
Yes. That's so funny. I heard that same quote, brother. That's so funny, bro.
And I said, that is crazy, but it describes
ingenuitive. How you will get it done.
I've seen it firsthand. Like when you look at how like a tattoo gun is made from a radio.
I got one tattooed. I have the gun.
All my tattoos.
Look, brother. See that's the prison tattoo gun right there, my boy. On the caution wet floor sign because I got wet in prison. You know what I'm saying? Slippery when wet.
Yeah, I got a tattoo. I got this, not this neck tattoo. I got this tattoo under a bunk while cats were out during the yard, and it was a new guy. He was like this young cat, but.
Were y'all running pick and post or y'all were running guns?
He had a gun.
Yep.
He had a gun, and he got transferred with it.
You took it with him?
Yep.
What a beast.
I have no clue how. Like the cigarettes, how they used to get in. Like, you heard of the suitcase and all that. Yes. But like the players used to get it in with the outside maintenance.
Yep.
With the lawnmower squad.
Yep.
So like the people who cut the yard with these big lawnmower that you sit in, the John Deeres and stuff. That's a specific squad, and you have to be low enough custody for
the
that
DOT squad, brother.
So at this time, the sergeant that ran that squad he was getting money. So they would strap packages under the lawnmowers. So that was where the Tunchi was coming in, the cell phones, through this sergeant. And like that sergeant was
intricate.
banking. That sergeant was banking. And like they would bring him in, and you know they got those mirrors.
Yep.
So they would check it, you know, they looking under. But could you imagine like the sergeant is letting you stash something on this, you're not gonna find it.
No.
And they would stash and they would do so that sergeant was, he had a brand new, he had a F-150, the what is that? The Harley Davidson.
Oh, the Harley Davidson edition F-150? No way.
Yeah, he ate.
Beautiful.
Yup, he ate. So
We're here
Let
for
me hear something funny, bro.
Yeah.
There's an officer in Orient County Jail. He got caught bringing in marijuana pens, Percocets, and fentanyl and some other stuff, right? He made over $40,000, and that was all the money they found on only one of his cash apps. Okay, I'm in court. I'm going to court. I'm in a jumpsuit, shackled up, and he's in a tuxedo in the you know, sitting down in the benches. And how I know this, because I was there and I've seen everything. He was an officer at the county jail, got caught bringing in dope. They found the money, over 40 grand, it's in the news. He got fired. He bonded out of jail. So he's at court with his tuxedo on, you know, doing his court procedures. Guess how much they offered him? 2 years probation. 2 years probation.
but that has to do with his record. Like one thing about the system, like if you have a clean record,
They will give you leniency on your first.
like and it's almost everything.
Yeah.
Unless and
It's
even if
tenuous.
but even if it's a murder, if like you have no record, then you're at the bottom of that ledger. And like a jail thing is like, oh, the white boys always get blessed and all that. Well, yes and no, because the white boy, his situation is different. Like if they release you back into the world, situation is different. He probably has no record, or if he does, it's some traffic stuff. And whereas, you know, we have kind of a different record.
They're like monsters. They labeled me a violent felony offender of special concern.
Probably because you were a violent felony offender.
Damn, see.
With some special concerns.
Pistol toting. No. But like, you know, I know. They will label your ass. And then like that label will follow you. Like they pull you over because you ran a light.
They come with guns drawn. I swear they have a red flag that pops up in the system, bro. It's crazy. It's ridiculous.
They approach your door already on some shit. Hey, buddy, you got your license registration? You packing today? You know, because I mean, I get stereotyped all the time. That's why I say a lot, like the new felon is the new black. You know,
I get stereotyped a lot too, man.
if you are chain gang, you got felonies and all of that. When that officer pulls it, let me get your ID, and he looks at that face, and he looks at that jack. Oh yeah, you're
a piece of
you're
shit.
one of you're one of them.
Yeah.
So you know I can talk to you any kind of way. I can threaten you because I know you don't want to go to jail and go through all of that, because I know if I accuse you of something, even if you ain't did it really, your record is gonna get you sentenced.
It's gonna get
for it.
It's sealed. It's locked in, bro. Just because of the record, brother.
They know it. It's a dirty game. That's why I stay away from it.
That's why they got such good conviction rates. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's a 99% conviction rate in Tampa, Florida, in Hillsborough County. 99%. I know this girl that she wanted to be a lawyer. I mean, she wanted to be a public defender. You know what I'm saying? Help the world. And then when she found out that it was a 99% conviction rate, she stopped that and she started doing like therapy or something, because that's crazy.
So I don't actually think it's 99, but I do think that it is very high.
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Because if it was 99, the feds would probably have shut down the place. But it is very high, and that's deceptive because we plea out.
I'm sorry, 73.82%. 74%,
According to who?
according to Google.
According to Google AI.
Yes, sir,
I
brother.
kind of got a quote.
Look, total number of cases is 140,769, and number of convictions 103,910 from this last year.
So, and that comes from like pleading out,
Yeah.
like copping pleas.
Happy please.
Because you know they arrest you,
Give you
you
the
don't
ultimatum.
want to go to trial, and that's your conviction. If you plead guilty, they have that conviction. And I mean, I don't want to seem like, you know, the state is just going around unlawfully arresting like the innocent, because you know 9 times out of 10. But we plea out. We're gonna plea out, and that's how the system is kind of set up. Like once they see, okay, you like you've been in and out, so you kind of know more than maybe he has. But have you ever? Or do you recognize when the judge said, "Has he been in prison?" And that's like a question while they're considering how much time to give you.
Yep.
And the judge a little bit, has he been in prison?
I've been arrested 48 times, 6.
So when they say, yeah, he's been in his head, he's like, okay, so I'm not offering you county time.
I don't know, yeah.
I would rather give you that to give that prison conviction.
Yeah.
So I'll send you up the road, but I'll give you a deal on sending you up the road.
Right.
You ain't gonna stay in the county.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. And it's like people's lives, because it's bigger than just giving Wi-Fi time. You're giving Wi-Fi time, you're giving his mom time.
You're so right. You're so right.
And they don't care.
It's such a domino effect, brother. And it rips apart families too.
Speaking of domino effect, it is a domino effect for you guys to hit that like and subscribe button.
Bling blow.
Because the more you interact, the more you leave comments on what is your favorite jailhouse story, or do you have friends that are in jail? Tell me about some jail stuff. The more you interact, the more you hit that like and subscribe button, the more you get content. It's a domino effect.
It's a domino effect.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a domino effect.
Billy,
Yes, sir.
I actually have those. So Billy's rocking the Ray-Bans, the Meta Ray-Bans.
Yes, sir.
And I just got a pair. And they're the thing. So I do motorcycle content also. Make sure you guys hop over to 6 Gear YouTube. I got some motorcycle content, more to come. And I throw these bad boys right in my helmet. And I get these 3-minute videos. And they're kind of awesome. I've even brought these in the courthouse, allegedly, and got me some like little pictures.
I love it.
But like the light, I think there's a way you can, anytime you snap a picture or you record a video,
Yeah,
How do you go
can't-
live on Instagram?
You can't turn it off.
yeah, if you block it, it won't allow for a
Yeah,
picture.
but it has a setting where you can do like low, like so it's not.
How much
as
are a pair
bright.
of those? Because I need a pair so bad. Those are.
They're like $230.
They're brilliant.
Yeah.
It
They're
depends on
brilliant.
which pair you get.
Can I try yours on quick, brother?
Yeah, 'cause I got medicine in mine. My prescription.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's excellent. Cause then you be like,
I wear them.
bling. Yeah. What'd you say, big
I
dog?
wear 'em. And if I had some such situation, I'm get pulled over, something I did that.
That's so cool, man. I need a pair of these so bad, brother.
I did that with mine. I got a whole police interaction on it. I'm pretty sure they could see it. The whole thing lasted 4 minutes and 13 seconds.
And I encourage that. Like anytime you have any kind of interaction,
Jesus Christ. Hand it to me. Thank you.
anytime you kind of have any interaction with police,
Oh yes. Get document it.
you got to record. They're recording,
Oh, yeah.
but that's for like their benefit. They tell you stuff. I don't know. I guess it's because I'm a criminal, but like they tell you things in plain sight. Like anything you say can and will be used against you. But like stuff that you say that you're trying to help yourself, that cannot be used for you because that's called hearsay. So like I can't be like, no, I was over such and such. Yeah, that's not admissible. But you can confess to the crime.
Yeah.
You can't give the positive stuffs because we got to investigate that. I wasn't here. We got to prove that. I was there and I killed them. Gospel. Lock him up.
Lock him up. Lock him up, Dano.
If you've got some evidence on their body cam that exonerates whatever it is that you did, it's kind of like we hope we get that content.
Yeah.
If you got it on your phone,
It's there for the kill.
I don't have to hope that that officer turned his body cam on,
For the kill.
because they always have problems with the body cam, seemingly.
That's why when I get a vehicle, I'm putting a dash cam. Period. Always got, like when I ride my bikes, always got a GoPro. Always recording.
So like transitioning, like so coming out of jail, how hard is it to like be this convicted criminal, and like you're a convict, and now you've done your time, like you did something, the court said you got to give me 2 years, and you did that, and now you went back out on the street.
It never goes away. It's like a raining cloud above you.
But like society is saying, well, you paid your time, so go get a job.
You know, it's not that easy, brother.
Because like now you've got this record, you've got all of this stuff, and it's permanent. You know, they kind of hack you with it. Bam. So now, like, you're a grown man and you want to get a grown-up job, you can't get a good paying job.
No.
It makes it's difficult. Like nowadays, in order to be a man, you need $25 an hour.
Yeah, just to live, just that's just not even comfortable. That's minor comfortability.
But that's, you know, like I make enough
To have
to
something.
make the ends meet and
Literally.
be able to put gas in the car and all of that.
Yeah.
Now, if you're trying to start saving and you have goals that require money and stuff, like you got to make this more money.
Yeah.
And I'm all for that. Like acquire a skill and do. It's hard to acquire that skill. It's hard to get those employers to take chances on you. You know,
Yes.
it's hard to move out of West Tampa and go to an area where there's less people, that there's a more positive environment.
100%.
Those environments, on that application, you check the wrong box, you will not be coming here.
Yes.
They feel like fruit, so you know.
Felon,
Yes.
that's the new black.
Yes.
Inmate, it's the new, it's the new slave, and it's hard. And I also get that, like, you made your bed, gotta lay in it. You got man up, work harder. Bitch. So first of all, I'm not the hardest working motherfucker in the first place. Is why I went to jail.
Bless you.
We're being real.
You know what I mean? So like now I've decided to make that change, and now I'm putting my best 2, 3, 4 feet forward, and then I might have to run a little bit, but like I think the level of effort that a person has to have to start from where you come out of prison, which is nothing. You never have your clothes.
Nothing. Yep.
You never have nothing.
I lost everything this time. I lost my apartment, my car, my place, my
Most
dogs.
most people do, because it's hard for people on the outside to cart around their stuff
And
from move to move to move. No less your stuff that sits in this
I
closet.
lost everything, Six. I lost everything. I'm literally restarting my whole life at this moment. I've been home for like 2 months and some change, and I'm literally in the come up right now.
You're in that space,
in that space.
and like everybody's gone through it. It's very rare that people get out back to something.
Yeah, but being 25 and having to restart, it sucks. Six.
That's hard.
It sucks.
And then you're going through like the 25 to 25. I want to
Yeah.
fly.
Gotta do something.
I gotta do something, and like you can't go work. It's hard for employers to get people, and they say they have these programs.
I'm in a program right now, and I'm trying my hardest. And, you know,
So what program are you in?
I'm in a program called Operation New Hope. It's actually a very, very well program, a very, very amazing program.
And what is it?
It is people that get out of incarceration. It helps them transition back into the world. So they put me in a transition house right now. I'm in a transition house. As a matter of fact, I just graduated 2 weeks ago from a professional development course, from a 4 week professional development course, and I graduated with flying colors. And now they're sending me to welding school. So now I'm gonna go to welding school because I used to weld at the Port of Tampa shipyard. And I really enjoy welding. And, you know, it's good bread. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the shipyard, all that stuff down there pays.
Yes. So
Are
now
the union down
No, not down there, but I want to join the union. I am thinking about, I want to join the Pipe Fitters Association. I want to join the union. And that's really what I want to do. I want to go to school, get my certificate, and then boom, start working. You know, maybe get good down here and start traveling, man. Go up north, you know, make some big bucks, you know, 'cause especially from where I've been at. I'm not gonna get no job with a suit and tie, brother, with my background. So I had to do something with my hands, and that's kind of what I'm forced to do, you know.
there? Well, I would say yes and no. Yes, because you have to make ends meet.
yes.
But like in this country, you can do almost anything. But I mean, you have to have like resources,
A
and
team.
opportunities.
Yes.
But like, there's nothing to say as a felon in 5 years you couldn't have in California and such because there was that right route. But it's the route. Like the 200,000 subscribers that's gonna watch this. You know, all of them want a big house mansion, much more money than they're making now. Like everybody kind of wants it. It's just very difficult when you got weights on you like we have.
Yes. Completely.
It's difficult. And even once you get the schooling, you get your certification, all of that stuff. In all honesty, you're still going to be applying to places. And of the 5 out of the 20 applicants applying for this one job, this one position, you know, and you've got things in there, and you've got to become like a better salesman because you got to sell yourself.
Yes.
You know, it's much harder. Luckily, there are programs out there like that.
And they are helping me as much as they can, so I respect them for that.
It's sensational you took the initiative, or you went and did programs like that.
That is I greatly respect that. Thank you so much. That means a lot, brother.
Because people don't even know about programs like that, or where to go to, or how to get there.
Man, if anybody just got out of prison, man, Operation New Hope, they got offices all through Florida. Great place, awesome. You get a case manager, a job coach. You got all the help and researces. So y'all check it out if any of y'all are in the same position as any of the boys here. Great place.
Operation New Hope.
I got this shirt from them actually, my boy. Great thing. Yeah.
Michael, man, we done been. Y'all know I'm fresh with this stuff. I ain't got no editor that's in building with me. We done been through 5 different takes, 7 different days, 4 cameras. I'm still getting it together, man.
My boys hustling. We're true hustling. True hustling.
Figuring it out. Shout out to Matt Cox over there with Matt Cox True Crime. And a Black Zach update real quick. So you guys know Zach calls me all the time. He's still in jail. They are giving him lengthy court dates in, I think, Polk County, that jail. Shout out to, we had a subscriber hit me up and gave me, sent $50. So he definitely got all $15.
That's real now.
I'm joking. I gave him all 50. I gave him the whole 50. But yeah, so Zach is still fighting. You know, look, he's optimistic, but these things take time. So he's still fighting a good fight, and we are hopeful that he will see end of this year, early next year, and be back in full swing for you guys.
That's real for a subscriber. That's real.
Yeah, man, these guys, like I've had kind of the same base that followed me over from Matt's channel. Matt is awesome. I was supposed to go over to Matt and do some stuff a while ago, man. I had just flipped, just 12 o'clocked it, and on my other bike.
Oh, on the bike. Oh, damn,
I just
6.
12 o'clocked it, and then like that next day, Matt was like, "Hey, I got somebody that called out. You want to come do?" I say, "Matt, I want to do that more than life itself, but I can't even." It took me 10 minutes to reach over to get this phone.
Damn. Oh, man. On the Cotty?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Knock on wood.
Okay.
Almost 600. Yeah,
Oh man.
almost 600. I just got that tune too. We'll talk about that after.
We'll talk about that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we have covered it. what is up with what is his name? Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kirk.
Charlie
Are you talking about
Kirk.
the
So what do
man?
you? Well, no. What do you think happened?
Oh,
I couldn't tell you. It could be a whole nother like JFK type deal. It could be a whole nother.
I think it was Israel, man.
That's what's all over my feed. Like,
I honestly say, out of all politics, all that kind of stuff, there's nothing I can change with it. You know what I'm saying? Unless I get a big following that's going to go behind it, or I find something that I believe in that people are actually going and putting action out there. Because, you know, you've seen other countries. I don't remember which country it was, but just recently, they tried to, like, they literally overthrew the entire government and took control right back to them. So you don't see no one in America getting up out of their seat to make much of a change, other than the people on the side of the road talking about.
I don't think we want to overthrow our government.
Yeah, because that'll be a civil
Our
war.
government is awesome.
You know, we have the most strongest, civilized, utmost advanced, technological, superior country in the whole entire world, and we are blessed to be here. And I'm not disrespecting nobody else, but we are Himothy. So with that being said, I think, and if you are a U.S. citizen, just take a look at the border. All the people trying to cross it to come over here, where we are. Be happy, enjoy it, gratitude.
If I could, I'd take my butt to Japan, because they are the actual most technologically advanced nation, I
And
believe.
Japanese girls are.
And look at how their everything is
I tell you about Japan. I love Japan also.
with everything else. Like
I love the culture.
They're very.
them in Tokyo, they're
So
okay.
they're very. I would. It's
So if us three went over there right now,
we're all in one class as American. We're
ah,
all American.
does that put us above the
And I
totem
think
pole?
That puts a way like damn near the bottom.
Oh yes.
Yeah, because like they stereotype Americans. Have you ever seen like overseas films and then they show you this white American?
They're
Can you
always
see
thinking
what
about
he's
this.
doing? It's usually like this Texan
Yeah, yeah.
with the I'm rich and I make dumb decisions. It's always got to do with being rich and frivolous with money, loud. That is the stereotype of how
Eating a cheeseburger.
How we look at, say, Japan.
Yeah.
What's our stereotype?
Look at these
Oh, they're
cheese.
smart.
Oh.
They're smart. They're good with money. You know what I mean? I got a tech question, and there's a white guy over there and a Chinese guy. I'm probably gonna ask him.
Facts.
what I mean?
Facts.
So there's this like stereotype of them. They
Small
think that
peppers.
we're like pompous,
Yeah.
like we're kind of cocky and loud. Look what's all over social media. Like when they look at our reels, what are we doing? We're in Walmart snapping
Yep.
or doing some
Doing
weird
wheelies
stuff.
in the Walmart.
Yeah, pranks.
Walmart. So like they look at us as kind of, so like when you go over to and my dad told me this, like he was flying here or there or somewhere. And like they asked him, so someone told my dad this that had movement around a lot of it. Like they would ask him if they minded sitting next to the American.
Wow.
And like that, when American goes into somewhere, it's like, there's money.
Hmm.
But it's like this just cultural stereotype that they have. So don't think that like you'll be welcomed with these huge open arms.
Yeah.
I think Americans are probably looked at as really cocky and
Pompous is
imposing.
a good word. Pompous.
Imposing. I like some of America trying to make other countries better and more democratic. Not to get too into politics or anything, but I kind of like some of that. I know there's a hidden agenda.
Oh, 100%.
I know that like America wants to control stuff for financial gain or influence, so they could have a democratic influence, and our style of government will be influential in there. But I'm kind of glad I'm on this side of the field. I would definitely rather be the
Powerhouse.
I would rather be the oppressor
Yeah.
than the oppressed.
All day long in America.
I hate to even say it like that because I wouldn't want us to interfere with anybody's private business,
Yeah.
but it sounds good.
Sounds good.
They lie a lot. Our government lies, but our government is set up to where if the people don't like you, they'll vote you out. So they gotta lie and present you with their Instagram face
Yes.
and their Instagram
Their Twitter
ideologies, and that like they don't make any mistakes, and they're against this, that, and that because that's the majority of my voters. That's how they feel.
Yep.
So they gotta kind of lie a little bit.
It's a mandatory lie. It's a little white lie.
I'm so far removed from like politics and stuff. Like I like money, and I'm always so encapsulated in whatever ventures and stuff that I got going on. That's kind of like how I kind of pass time thinking about stuff and things and moving forward. That's why I kind of never go out.
Like party and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not
Respect.
an e-board
Respect
guy, club guy. Hey, let's not. Like, let's, if you want, you can come over here. We can watch a movie. We can hang out, play cards, fire up meditation tobacco.
Yes.
Not anything
bros.
else.
The sage. We fire up the sage and we dance and we meditate and
No, we don't dance,
Even
but
like
How I go out is, I like to go out. If I'm going, I'm gonna spend money.
Yes, all the time.
I done got in the. I'm not waiting in the line. So there's $50 at the VIP.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna buy, me and my little female companion, and maybe who's next to her. You know what I mean? Because I gotta pretend like I got some money.
Gotta flex.
That is probably my last $117 that I brought to the club. I got an emergency 30 on the debit, but I need that for gas in the morning. But like it's a whole. Every time I go out, I'm spending money. And then I always got, if you ask me for a drink, my pride won't let me not buy you a drink. Just how I'm kind of built. So I'm always spending money.
Can I ride your bike, bro?
Yeah, the bike is different.
That's where it goes.
That is
That's where you're drawing
That's
the
the
line.
hard
that is the soulmate wife. And
Check
that's
that
you asking me, hey, can I get some head from your wife?
Oh man.
Just a little bit, bro, just a tip.
Just a tip.
This is when they say, no, I just want to ride around the
I
block.
completely understand, brother.
I hear,
like all 5
hey,
minutes.
just a little something tip. I don't even know if I can say that.
Can't lick the tip, man. On the Ducati slide.
On the Ducati. So thanks, guys. We are going to wrap up. I'm going to leave these guys' socials, Instagrams. Make sure you hit up both of them. Billy, Wi-Fi. Thank you for coming out, sharing kind of your experiences. Make sure you guys stay locked in to 60 Crime Chronicles. Next week, we have the assassin coming in. Done some time and some counterfeiting. So we're going to get into that. Guys, stay tuned. Peace.
Peace.